Can. Not gnarly, not gnarly, not gnarly. Everything's gnarly. It's me, Pretty Pink Pawnee. Not gnarly, not gnarly. Yeah. For a boring dumb bitch, fucking gnarly. Don't talk to me. Alter ego. It's me, Pretty Pink Pawnee. Alter ego. Na, these hoes ain't facing me, facing me. Na, boom, boom, bitch, you that to me, that to me. Alter ego. Right, right. How we doing today? Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. What y'all up to? Hi, Ruby. Hi, Ube. Hello to the icon of the day, Andalise. Hi, CMB. Hi, V. Hi, anyone and everyone else. I feel like we're catching a key. Can y'all hear me? Shake your heads! It's me, Pretty Pink Pawnee. Get into it. Period. So before we get into it, I will say I'm making a few changes to the way that I interact with the Discord, just a touch. Opening the stream, I know that's right. Yeah, Ube, I was really on one. I needed to pull some songs together. First of all, I want to say before we get into it, I'm sorry for being so late. I know that I'm the one who sets my schedule and I'm the one who sets the deadlines for when I'm going to go live and when I'm going to start my stream and what I'm going to do. But I woke up really late. I had trouble sleeping last night. So I woke up really late because I finally fell asleep during daylight hours. I got up and then I needed to eat something. I needed to do my hair. I needed to do a few things. I finally got to do all that stuff, but it took me a hot minute longer than I thought it would. And so, you know, it's fine. It's fine. Today we're going to be playing more Wobbledogs, aka Wobbledog's Family Values, for those of you who have been keeping up with the series. I am going to make this into somewhat of a series. I don't know if it's going to be a Twitch exclusive. I kind of want to save the VODs, though, so I might post them to YouTube. I haven't really decided how I want to go about that. I did post the most recent VOD, if you missed it, onto Twitch. So if you want to get like an update, we are not going to get a model with dreads. Absolutely not. I mean, hey, you never know. But yeah. So so we're just doing more Wobbledogs. But before we do that, I actually wanted to pull up I also do want to remind you that my streamiversary, my actual stream anniversary of my first stream was on Saturday, May 10th. So that was last week. That was like the weekend before last, right? And then my affiliate anniversary is June 3rd, so I'm going to be celebrating both of those days combined on May 30th. If you want to be there, please be there. There's going to be singing, Pokemon card openings. There's going to be an announcement about the fashion review and about the PPPVGC. There's going to be a lot of things going on. There's also going to be a shiny giveaway. I was supposed to get that started today, but I think I'm going to get it started tomorrow, where y'all can enter for the raffle. For the shiny, there's going to be a shiny Pomo and it's going to be a shiny Pomot, excuse me, and a shiny Galarian Alolan Raichu. I'm sorry, I was not prepared to talk about this. What we are going to do right now, though, is I do want to go over the family tree. I know we go over the family tree a lot, but I also finally found a software so that I could digitize this family tree. That way I don't have to continually write it out a million times, and I could just take notes on who did what in Wobbledog's Family Values, and then we could just move on. So that's what we're gonna do first, is that and here it is. This is called Family Echo. It is like a family tree maker kind of thing, where like people use let's say you're playing, like, I don't know, D&D, and there's like a family tree in the D&D game. Like, you can create a family tree here, and because of the nature of that kind of game and also the nature of this kind of game, it allows for multiple different types of relationships to occur on the family tree. So for example, if you're having cousins that are interacting with each other within the family tree to create more offspring, you can put that on here. Since that's what we ended up doing with the Wobbledogs, I was going to put that on here. It's not going to take long because there's only about 20, there's like less than 20, there's less than 30 dog names. So we're just going to get right into it real quick, okay? So the first one that we're going to add is Felicity, who was like the family matriarch, right? And Felicity is generally considered female. And Felicity has a partner named Santa Baby. And these are like the first dogs in the Wobbledog family lineage. And so everyone kind of descends from them. All the dogs are getting gendered now. Not all of them, but the ones that are paired up, I do generally consider them a specific gender. And some of the other ones I do as well. Honestly, and if you really do it, it makes sense for the majority of the dogs to have a gender, honestly. But dogs don't observe gender, and neither do Wobbledogs. This is about their like biological sex. No shade. Okay, anyway, so they have 3 children. Their first child is baby T, with T fully, no, baby T was just regular T. It's baby T, like that. right? Now baby T has a full sibling, and that full sibling is Rudolpha Dupree. Right, right. Mother of the House of Dupree. There's going to be a lot of updates to this series as well today because they also changed a lot within the actual game as well. I told y'all on the Discord that I was doing a lot of grinding to like get a lot of things done, and I did. Rudolpha Dupree is generally considered female. And then they have another sister, and her name is Crystal Chanel, who is also generally considered female. Baby T's gender was actually ambiguous. Actually, right? So that's the thing. Some of them are more ambiguous than others. I need this for my actual family tree because grandma had 15 kids. It's called Family Echo. It's a website. So it's free. Like I just made like a little account and now I'm doing it. Like, and that's what you're seeing right now. After, okay, so we have Baby T, Rudolph Dupree, and Crystal Chanel. So this is the main family tree right here. All these dogs have passed on, but we're going to continue. Since Baby T was the first one to be born, we are going to add a child for Baby T, and it's going to be, for this moment, it's going to be with the new partner. Baby T's first child was Tina Snow. Tina Snow. And Tina Snow is generally, I don't remember what Tina Snow's general sexual indicator was, but Tina Snow's parent was Christina of a distant relation to Felicity. Right? Now, Baby T had another child, and this child was with Joanne Prada, and it was named Baby Prada, originally Baby Dupree, but we changed it to Baby Prada because it made more sense considering. And that puppy's father was Joanne Prada, who Joanne Prada and Christina are both generally considered male, right? But the thing is, they also have a puppy together. Okay, so I'm gonna add a child for Joanne Prada. And okay, so let's just do it without a partner for this moment. And Joanne Prada's child was named Vanity Prada. I hit the tab button. Vanity. Right. Vanity Prada. Right. Yes. Okay. Now Vanity's Prada, it has another parent too, and that is Christina. Right. So add second parent. That's what I'm looking for. Choose parent from tree, primary parent, Christina. Okay. And see, so there it goes. So see, now it's already getting kind of messy. We got a full family tree program. This is camp. It is. You know it has to be. So for all intents and purposes, although I did consider Baby T at birth to be considered male, Baby T would generally be considered female within, like, you know, the confines of heteronormativity, right? So that's Baby T's children. So before we move on to the next generation, we are going to do the children of Rudolph Dupree, who has what? Rudolph Dupree has two children, one with but for now we're going to add them without a secondary parent. The first one that she had was Chai, and then it was T Dupree. The T in Chai T Dupree, even though it was a literal T with the period as an initial, was actually standing for T. So I'm going to add the whole thing. And then Chai T. Dupree had a sibling who was named Jody P. Dupree, right? And Jody P also stands for Prada. So it was actually Jody Prada Dupree the whole time, right? So I'm adding them in this way because then I can add a second parent there. And Chai T. Dupree's second parent was Christina. And Jody P. Dupree's second parent was Joanne Prada. Right. So it's getting real messy in here, right? So we had to get a duplicate for Christina because Christina has technically 2 children. Vanity Prada is the child of... Vanity Prada is not Baby T's... What? Hold on. Vanity Prada is the child of Joanne Prada and Christina. Right. There we go. See, so all of them were siblings. Chai T. Dupree is full siblings to Jody P. Dupree, I'm sorry. And half siblings with Baby Prada, and Chai T is half siblings with Tina Snow, even though Tina Snow and Jody P. Dupree are not related, and Vanity Prada is siblings with all of them. That's not true. Vanity Prada is siblings with Tina Snow and Baby Prada, but separately because those dogs are not related. And then Chai T. Dupree and Jody P. Dupree are siblings, but Vanity is also siblings to both of them as well. Wait, that's crazy. See? The world building is insane. I'm sad. Well, not the confines of heteronormativity. We have to do it somewhere. I'm sorry. So to go back all the way, we have Felicity, Santa Baby, and they have three offspring: Baby T, Rudolph Dupree, and Crystal Chanel. Baby T and Rudolph Dupree both individually have 1 puppy with Christina and Joanne Prada, respectively. And then, like, separately. So both of them ultimately end up with 2 puppies. And then we have Crystal Chanel, who has a exclusive partner that was add a new partner, and their name was Velvet Cristal, who is generally considered male as well. Vanity Prada is also generally considered male, by the way. And I remembered that because I had already did this and then I lost my save data. So I'm doing it again. But before we move on, we were at Velvet Cristal. They have 2 children. The first one being Velvet which is really Velvet Raspberry Parfait, which comes into play later, and Velvet Raspberry Parfait is also generally considered male. And then they have another who is Elvira Cristal, who at this very moment I do not actually know if it's considered male or female. But it all makes sense. Most of them do. Who are the parents of Christina and Joanne? And that's the T. So when I was talking about it before, I was saying that Vanity Prada is really of the same generation as Rudolph Dupree, Crystal Chanel, and Baby T, because Christina and Joanne Prada are both in the same generation as Felicity and Santa Baby. And the way that I actually figure out the generations is by considering Felicity was our first dog and we had her as a puppy. Every other dog that we had obtained between them, yes, there were the incubator-free eggs. So every dog that I had obtained between Felicity's conception and Felicity's adulthood is considered part of the original generation. But that would mean, technically, that you know, while I do not consider them indirectly siblings or anything of the sort, they are still of the same generation as Felicity and Santa Baby. And so Vanity Prada, even though Vanity Prada was created and incubated in the incubator in the Wobbledogs game well after um the events of this second generation, um Vanity Prada is technically considered part of generation 2 by that standard. Now, if you're considering it by timeline, Vanity Prada is like, it came from, I think Vanity Prada came in like episode 3. So, if that makes any sense. Okay, so we have Elvira Cristal. And so now we're going to go back to the Baby T lineage first. Baby Prada. Actually, we'll start with Tina Snow, since Tina Snow is the oldest. Tina Snow connected with Jodi P. Dupree exclusively. So their partner is Jodi P. Dupree, Ada's partner, and they are connected that way, even though Jodi P. Dupree and Tina Snow are considered first cousins by their mothers, Baby T and Rudolpha Dupree. And they have Vixen, Prada Dupree, who continues the family lineage that Jodi P already had. And then they also have Minty Dupree. Right. So that's the two of them. They are full siblings. And if you notice, there's the circle right there. If you notice, that's the circle. It's all a circle because both of these lineages say Felicity and Santa Baby. That's the circle right there. It went full circle within 2 generations. Siblings didn't have children, but their children had children. Right. Anyway, okay. And so now that we're continuing on that family line, though, Baby T's second child, right? Follow me. Baby Prada connected with Chai T. Dupree exclusively in the same capacity and created Baby Matcha Tea. Okay. Add partner. So partner already with somebody on the tree, and it's Chai T. Dupree. Add as partner. Add child with Chai Tea. And their first child was Baby Matcha Tea. Okay. And their second child full sibling was Holly T. Dupree. Right. And so now we're getting into the dogs that are currently existing in the game, because Holly T. Dupree and Baby Matcha T were born the last time we played Wobbledogs. For context. So that's the Baby T line. You can see the whole thing. That's Baby T's parents. These are Baby T's children, and these are Baby T's grandchildren. In general, I do not really think about their sexes in this capacity, but if I did, I would consider Chai T. Dupree to be, I would consider Baby Prada to be male. Honestly, I just like to do it because I think, because like this is also partially my headcanon. So Chai T. Dupree is considered female. Their children do not have a generated sex. Tina Snow is actually considered male, and Jodi Prada Dupree is generally considered female, based on their presentation. Right. Okay, so now we're going to go to the Rudolpha Dupree line. So Rudolpha Dupree has already had, you know, her grandchildren done and dealt with, because both of Rudolpha Dupree's children are connected to both of Baby T's children individually. Where did Baby Matcha just get added? So they kind of move around. Baby Matcha Tea is right here. I need to edit this because sometimes, like when you add baby matcha, matcha is actually considered baby matcha tea's first name, but baby matcha tea is actually. But the way that if you want to see the whole name displayed, you have to put it in the second part, or else it considers it a middle name and it doesn't show it. Exactly, it is just straight up canon. So baby matcha tea is right here. Holly T Dupree is right here. They're the children of Chai T Dupree and baby Prada, who are the children of Rudolpho Dupree and Christina for Chai Tea and Baby Tea and Joanne Prada for Baby Prada. So that's why we have Baby Matcha Tea right here, because Baby Matcha Tea comes from the baby lineage from Baby Tea, Baby Prada, and and now it's Baby Matcha Tea because of Chai Tea. Right. Okay, so now we have already done the grandchildren of Rudolpho Dupree, I believe. Because Rudolpho Dupree's only children, they both exclusively were with baby T's. And so now we can move on to Crystal Chanel's grandchildren. So Velvet Raspberry Parfait actually connected with two partners. And the first partner that Velvet Raspberry Parfait, because of the timeline, you have to consider that Crystal Chanel was the youngest of her siblings, not the youngest of her generation because Vanity Prada came after her, but Crystal Chanel was the youngest of her siblings. So her children actually occurred during the generation of her siblings' grandchildren, not her nieces and nephews, if that makes sense. So for Crystal Chanel, Velvet Raspberry Parfait actually connected with two different dogs in her lifetime. Her main partner was actually Vixen P. So they were cousins, but they're like second cousins by this point because Vixen P is the child of Tina Snow, who is the first cousin to Velvet Parfait. So they're like second cousins nearly. And together they have two. The first one that they have is named girl, what the fuck? Raspberry Parfait Prada. That's what was the significance of Raspberry Parfait being spelled out like that. It's Raspberry Parfait Prada. And then they have another one. After a long night of hooking, Trey didn't like the session, so he had gutted me and set me on fire. But you know, I didn't die. I had crystallized, and now I'm a glamazon bitch, and I'm ready for the runway. Hi, damsel. Right. So, we're going back into the inner machinations of my mind and showing how insane I am with all these fucking Wobbledogs. So the second one that they had was Juicy. Juicy has not been born yet, but Juicy is here. It is Juicy Parfait, and that's their full name. At least as of now, that's what we had decided was their full name. But Juicy Parfait is not born yet. They're in Incubator 3 waiting for their arrival. So on the other side of that, we have Elvira Cristal. Elvira Cristal, actually, Velvet Raspberry Parfait had another puppy. And this other puppy was with, we're going to add it without partner, and it's going to be, this puppy's name is Funky Cristal. Okay. And Funky Cristal has a second parent from the family tree. And Funky Cristal's second parent is Minty Dupree. Me having to find Velvet Art Parfait. Right? Yes. So that gives 3 puppies to Velvet Art Parfait. And so now we're moving on to Elvira Cristal, who had two partners as well. The first child that Elvira Cristal had was with Vanity Prada. And this is the only one that we got from Vanity, or no, actually they had two from Vanity Prada, so technically we can consider them to be partners. Person already on the tree, and it would be Vanity. Wherever the fuck she is. This is like crazy. Leave emotes in the chat if you're tuned in, because it's getting deep. Okay, Vanity, add as partner. So this one we can remove. And we will add, for these two, for Elvira Cristal, we will add a child with Vanity, and its name is Electricity. That's the first one. Tuned in, but also like tuned out. Right. Electricity is not considered, is only considered a part of the House of T, so we can take out that last name completely. We dropped the Prada for Electricity. And then Electricity also has a sibling who is named Crystal Light T. And Crystal Light T is actually in the incubator, specifically in Incubator 2. And I have all of this written down. I've been writing this down every time we play this game. Every time we play this game, I write this down. Elvira Cristal, for the intents and purposes of this family tree, is generally considered female. Minty Dupree, for the intents and purposes of this family tree, is generally considered female. Vixen P. Dupree, for the intents and purposes of this moment, is generally considered female, although I always considered Vixen P to be more of a non-binary entity. Not Shink's Drinks. Get into it. Okay, so Elvira Cristal has another, if I can find her, has another child. And this one is named Baby Jasmine T. I forgot about this one. And so this is another one, and Baby Jasmine T has a second parent, and Baby Jasmine T's second parent is Baby Matcha T. No, that's Baby T. That doesn't make sense. Hold on. I didn't realize that Baby Matcha Tea is named directly after Baby T like that, but here it is. Okay. And here's Baby Jasmine Tea. So let's count all the dogs that are on the family tree so far. That would be Felicity and Santa Baby, that's what this is too. There have been because it duplicates it. Instead of making long lines, it just duplicates it. So that's 2. We have all 3 of their children, which would be 3, 4, 5. Christina and Joanne Prada. We have all 3 of their children, which is 5. Christina and Joanne Prada, which is 6, 7. Velvet Cristal, 8. Chaitu Dupree, Baby Prada, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Yeah, there are 23 dogs on the family tree so far. The only one that has not been added that we have currently in the game is named Sapphire Dior, who is going to contribute to the new generation. But for this moment, because of Elvira Cristal, baby matcha tea is generally considered to be male, although they are not gendered. And Holly T. Dupree does not have a sex because Holly T. Dupree does not have any children because Holly T. Dupree is not also an adult. Okay. So all of that, starting with Felicity T. Do we have any questions? And ending with all the rest of it. I'll hit the save button, and there's the family tree so far with 23 dogs. And that took me 30 minutes, actually. Right, right. No questions asked, no questions asked. Right, right, right. So who represents the tea house and the baby house the most? So if I was going to do this by right now, the most current member of the tea house would technically be the one that's alive still, and I believe that's Baby Matcha Tea. Baby Matcha Tea is the only one that is currently still alive. Um, the baby house would also be Baby Matcha Tea because you have to remember that Baby Tea was the sole progenitor of the House of Tea and the House of Baby originally. And now we have Baby Matcha Tea who exists, who is named directly after Baby Tea. My only question, will the inbreeding ever end? Actually, the inbreeding has somewhat ended, if you notice. Like, Baby Jasmine Tea actually is a circle. I didn't realize Baby Jasmine Tea was a circle. Help. Baby Jasmine Tea is a full circle. Wait. Because Joanne Prada, Santa Baby, Baby T, and Baby Jasmine Tea is also a grandchild of Crystal Chanel. Oh, and Crystal Chanel and Baby T are siblings. Oh. I didn't consider that. Well, there you have it. And that's why I added in Sapphire Dior, who we're gonna work with today. Okay, now let's get to the actual game because I feel like we've talked about this enough. This is like insane. This is insane. I feel like it's insane. And this is only like we're on episode 4. Mind you, we're on episode 4. Okay, so now I need to switch my window capture. And there we go. Let me close this out. Let's get some stream audio going up in here. Jeez. Hi, Milotic. We just went over the inner machinations of my mind regarding the family tree. I wrote it all down. All right. So let's get started. The first thing that we're going to talk about actually is the rooms of the house, which have been shifted drastically. You'll see. Ooh. How are you doing, Milotic? Welcome in. You're on Club Penguin. All right, so we have 10 dogs that are out right now. This is Sapphire Dior. You remember Sapphire Dior? This is her now. Feel old yet? Girl, every time I play this game. This is Sapphire Dior. Remember her? Right, you don't remember her because she got recasted. She was an incubator dog, but we switched her out with somebody else. Don't ask me where I got her. Right, Holly T. Dupree is an adult. Welcome to the world. The frame rate is crunchy. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna save the game. I'm gonna close it out and I'm gonna reopen it. I'm also gonna make sure I'm closing all my windows. Hi. How are ya? It's me, Pretty Pink Pommy. Right. Sapphire Dior is not one of the numbered dogs. Sapphire Dior is actually a child of the numbered dogs. If you don't know about the numbered dogs and you didn't see me do the grinding at work that I did. Okay, the motion blur kills me. I don't even care. And the depth of field, I hate that shit. So Holly T. Dupree actually needs to be kicked out of this room. So we're gonna find her and we're gonna take her out. I think the game will catch up to us here. Okay, so here's how the second baby room has been updated. I put some trees and things in here, but they just haven't grown up yet, apparently. Here's the original room. This is the original room that we were working with. It's now been updated and become the Jungle Ruins room. Oh my god. Okay, so here's Holly T. Dupree. Here's Minty Dupree, who needs a lot of help, apparently. The girls are struggling. I don't even know why Minty Dupree is struggling like this. Girl, go get you some food. Which, this is a spooky room, by the way, if you didn't know. Oh my god. Everyone leave emotes in the chat for Minty Dupree, who is struggling right now to eat a piece of corn. Like, girl, it is not that difficult. It was sitting right in front of you, Diva. Okay, now take a nap. Got me stressed out. Here's Vanity Prada, and here is the new and improved desert room. We got a few new rooms added to the adult dog annex. So the one that we just came from was the spooky room, also known as the graveyard room, and now we have a desert room. And it even has a den, a desert themed den in the corner, if you see it right here. Let's follow Vanity Prada to the spooky room if she ever makes it over there. Oh, and this is the hot dog room. New and improved hot dog room. Right now we have 4 adult rooms in the adults annex, and we have right now we have 4 adult rooms in the adult annex, and we have 2 baby rooms. The adult rooms are the Jungle Ruins room, the hot dog room. We have the desert room, and we have the spooky room. The spooky room actually is where we will find the memorials for 3 of the dogs from the second generation. Baby T, who is right here. Baby T's memorial says House of Baby, period. We have the memorial for Rudolph Dupree. It says Mother Dupree. And then we also have the memorial over here for Crystal Chanel. And it says House of Cristal. Exactly, exactly. And so if we go back this way in the Jungle Ruins area, we actually have the memorial for Santa Baby. And Santa Baby's memorial says Butch Queen. And then we have the memorial for Felicity, and it says Mother of All the Houses. I kind of love it. Like all the plants and stuff. Okay, Velvet Art Parfait is having a moment over here. Okay, we're gonna go back to Vanity Prada, who needs a little bit of TLC. Not gonna lie. Okay, and then we're gonna go to Elvira Cristal, who seems to be doing well. And now we have Velvet Parfait, who is like letting the gigs go through her. Vanity Prada is slowing down. Velvet Parfait, I need you to eat something. Buki, I need you to eat something. Quick, quick. Right, right. Now I'm gonna pet you a little bit, and then I'm gonna make you go to sleep, and then you're gonna be okay. Because we can't be doing all this. House of Dupree, Subhouse of Christmas. Right, right, right. Not you not wanting to go to sleep. Just go to sleep. Like, you're struggling. And now we have Vixen P. Dupree, who is sitting next to the coconut dispenser, but not eating a coconut. Like Diva Boots is right there. Come on, eat it, eat it. Just eat it. And we have Baby Matcha Tea, who is trying to nibble on Velvet Art Parfait. Baby Matcha Tea gets a little bit of TLC. I haven't actually looked at these dogs in so long. Somebody just dropped a capsule. Okay, so we're gonna zoom out and capture that capsule. Let's see what it is. Tech floor E. Okay. So now it is time for our Parfait Prada to evolve. She's gonna be a teen after this. It's giving very youthful, very demure. Right, right. It's just one of those days where you don't want to wake up, everything's fucked, everybody sucks. Exactly. Get into our Parfait. And then we also have Electricity. Ready to grow up, ready to glow. And I hope she keeps that huge tail. Thank you, thank you. Let's see what's going on in here. Mostly the same. I think she got bigger. Yeah, mostly the same. I like the red. The red is really reminiscent of Velvet Crystal. Love to see it. So right now, it looks like we have 4 eggs in the incubator. So we really don't need to be doing any breeding projects just yet. However, okay, period. I love the green. I love the green. Glad to see we're kind of getting back into our colorful roots here. Sapphire Dior is ready to mutate. The recently recasted Sapphire Dior. And here's a glance at baby room 1. This is the incubator room. It now has a den of its own as well. In the corner, I added some different trees. It's pretty festive in here. I'm probably going to continue to edit this off stream, and then every time we come back, I will show you. Here's baby room 2. I've kind of enhanced the little roads kind of moment. I added some trees in here that aren't fully grown yet. I enhanced the roads a little bit. I put up the sign. I put up the statue. It also has a new den. Some of the things have been moved around. I hope it's gonna work out. Yeah, I like the den. Oh yeah, I kind of felt like I put the big house in the neighborhood. You know what I mean? Oh, I love these colors. Sapphire Dior really getting into her name. Yeah, this one, it really feels like the big house in the neighborhood. And that's really what I was grinding for. I also put this den here, and I put this thing over it. And there are some trees that are growing in here that I would like to see grow up a little bit. Sometimes they actually go in the den, or they put items in there. See, this one's full of dirt. What the hell? Vanity Prada has lived a long, full life, and now it's time for them to pass on. Yes. Vanity Prada is going to be survived by... Vanity Prada is the child of the first generation of dogs, Christina and Joanne Prada. Vanity is going to be survived by Crystal Light Tea, yet to be born, and Electricity, as well as Vanity's only partner, Elvira Cristal. So now it's time to go to the baby room and bring one of those babies to life. Which one are we bringing to life first? Whichever one is in the first incubator, which is Crystal Light Tea. Crystal Light Tea is the sibling of Electricity and the child of Vanity Prada and Elvira Cristal. This is Crystal. Velvet Parfait is getting older, slowing down. Let's take a glance at Velvet Parfait. Velvet Parfait has been an icon for a long time. We have some eggs in here. We have some things in here. I'll collect the eggs and the capsules as I go. We're going to get our perspective off of Velvet Parfait, who is shaking in the corner. Vixen P. Dupree is also getting old. It looks like we're going to have a lot of, like, deaths. Obviously, this generation is not as iconic as the one that came before it, but it's okay. We don't have to be attached to the same kind of dogs every time. So, of the adult dogs that we have Holly T, Mint Tea, Elvira Cristal, Velvet Parfait, Vixen Dupree, and Baby Matcha Tea. Baby Matcha Tea has one offspring, and that is with Elvira Cristal. Okay. Let's make another one for them. That's Holly T. Dupree. That's Baby Matcha Tea. All right, let's get to it. Hi, Comet. Their first offspring is Funky Cristal, I believe. No. Their first offspring is named Baby Jasmine Tea. Baby Jasmine Tea is going to have one full sibling. Manifesting Wings. I like the pink. What I don't like is the thick body, so we're going to do this one with the big head. And then we're going to do this one with the equally big head. Well, this one does have 6 legs. Okay, so this one is going to be of the House of Baby and the House of Cristal. Its parents are Baby Matcha Tea and Elvira Cristal. What should we name it? We can wait until we actually figure out what the final form is going to be, but if you have any ideas now, let's hear it. They look like jelly cubes. They do, kind of. I normally don't read or even really look at or consider like the like shine of the dogs, but I do think it's interesting to see. This one's full sibling is named Funky Cristal. I hope you can see why, considering what this one looks like. Ooh, this one. And this one. Your chat is broken. Oh, well, I didn't get any notification of a nasty message. I like the light blue one, but we are not picking the light blue one. It's too close to the original dog. Like, I don't want to see that because then it'll just turn back to like the regular blue and the regular pink. It kind of looks like a Muppet or something, like a Sesame Street character. My suggestion for the name was Crystal Cube. Okay. Strawberry Mochi, R.I.P. Sesame Street. It's like Sugar Cube, House of Mochi. We're not doing House of Mochi, thank you. At least not right now. Not right now. Okay, we've gone to 0% stability. Let's go with like the antler looking ones, I guess. Oh, would you look at that? Also, notice how its nose is pointing directly downward. It's fucked. Oh, we lost the green. I'm gonna pick this one simply because no, I really want to keep going. I want to see if they're going to mutate. So we're gonna do this one, and then we're going to do because like when you hit 0%, like they do mutate. So we could get something new or unseen, like this one with 4 legs, but the 2 on the side, which I hate. I used to in my personal playthrough, I've done that so many times. This one is giving cube. Let's just keep going until we get a final. If anything, I would just name it Piggy Cristal. Wait, I like this one's eye. It's going so deep up in here. Oh, it has a tail. Let's keep going. I'm gonna go until we stop. If we lose the tail, we lose the tail. Until it stops us. Oh. And there's our final dog. What should we name it? It's the child of Elvira Cristal and baby Matcha Tea. Keep in mind of what that last one looks like, because it's not going to look anything like its parents. It's not going to look anything like its parents. And you can see them here. Elvira. Baby Matcha Tea. Actually, you know what? I think it does favor them a little bit when you consider the coloration. Dragon, Crystal, Crystal Bun, Pitaya crystal. Is pitaya a fruit? Crystal chameleon. What if we did baby tea crystal? I mean, we would have so many baby teas going in the family tree. That's from Vanity Prada. Let's go back to the baby room. And put this egg away. So what should we name it? Any other ideas? Muppet Merlot. It's a dragon fruit. I kind of liked Pitaya Crystal. Okay, Pitaya Crystal is going into the incubator 1. The next one to come out of the incubator will be the one that's in incubator 3, which should be Juicy Parfait. I just have to switch between my little pages in my notebook to remember this. The way she hit the deck, I'm sent. Okay, you also need to sleep. Let's see what room we're in. Okay. You... you need to eat something. Electricity. Here, come eat this cocoon. I don't even know whose cocoon this is. It might be yours, because you were over there. Whenever the game catches up with me... Okay, where's all this dirt coming from? What the hell? Okay, before we continue, I'm gonna store all of the dirt clumps. I'm sick of them. I'm gonna throw away all of the... Right. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of the dirt clumps. I'm tired of thinking about it. How about that? Yeah, the cross is in the spooky room. It was one of the items that they dug up, so I just left it in there. This room particularly is still a little bit of a work in progress. It's just kind of like a playroom, I guess, but it's not really a playroom if there's not much going on. It's just like a little, like, room. Not much to it. You need to eat something. But you also need to sleep, and you're not really going towards either, so I'm just gonna make you sleep. You need to sleep. The way she's, like, idling out, just close your eyes, girl. You need a lot of things, so I'm gonna pet you. I'm geeked. Who's the Pope? There is no Pope. And you need to sleep. If you sleep, maybe you'll get up and you'll eat something. You are going to eat something right now. You should eat one of these. Don't fall into this next room. Oh my freaking god, please don't fall into this next room. Velvet Parfait has lived a long, full life, and now it's time for them to pass on. Velvet R. Parfait, also known as Velvet Raspberry Parfait, is the child of Crystal Chanel and Velvet Cristal. Velvet R. Parfait is survived by its two individual partners, Vixen P. Dupree and Minty Dupree, as well as its children, Juicy Parfait, Raspberry Parfait Prada, and Baby Jasmine Tea. That's not true. Funky Cristal. What? Funky Cristal and Baby Jasmine Tea are not siblings. Okay. Vixen P. Dupree is also passing away, apparently. Vixen P is survived by their two children, Raspberry Parfait Prada and Juicy Parfait. All right, and so that y'all don't have to see this mess, let's go here. That also means that now we can release Juicy Parfait, child of Velvet R. Juicy is not going to be considered a part of the Tea family, even though Juicy does have the naming convention of the Tea family. That also means that we can release Funky Cristal, who's the child of Minty Dupree and Velvet R. I was wrong when I said earlier that Funky Cristal is the child of Baby Matcha Tea and Elvira Cristal. Baby Matcha Tea is exclusive to Elvira Cristal, but that's not exclusive. They're not exclusive to each other in that way. The one that they have right now is Baby Jasmine Tea, who has not been born yet. They're in Incubator 5, and now they also have Pitaya Cristal with them as well. In another incubator, Pitaya is in Incubator 1. Elvira Cristal has lived a long, full life, and it is now time to pass on for Elvira Cristal. Elvira Cristal is the child of Velvet Cristal and Crystal Chanel, and is being survived by Electricity, Crystal Light Tea, as well as Baby Jasmine Tea and the newly conceived Pitaya Cristal. R.I.P. Oh, okay. We're not gonna name the dog the Pope. Oh, her head got bigger. I love this coloration, but her head did get bigger. That's crazy. Look at that. And Sapphire Dior is now an adult. Which is great news because Sapphire Dior, since Sapphire Dior is unrelated, Sapphire Dior can now technically be the exclusive partner or the official partner to anyone. Unofficial partner to anyone. Let's go back and hatch this other... Okay, I'm not upset by this. I hope the head doesn't get any smaller. So right now we have... Oh, I also unlocked one of the other dogs. So this dog right here is named Proto, and Proto is given to you by one of your achievements. I believe Proto is given to you by the achievement of, like, encouraging your other dogs to do things. I may or may not use it, but I really don't want it to be a part of the family tree, so I'm probably not going to use it. That being said, right now we're actually looking for a partner for Sapphire Dior. The only dogs that we have that are alive are Minty Dupree and Baby Matcha Tea, who are cousins. They are cousins. Minty Dupree is the child of Tina Snow and Jodie P. Dupree, and Baby Matcha Tea is one of the children of Baby Prada and Chai T. Dupree. Minty Dupree has created Funky Cristal, and that's it. With Velvet Art Parfait, and Minty Dupree is like reaching the end of her life. Baby Matcha Tea has created Holly T. Dupree, which is this one, I believe. So we're gonna have these two come together. Actually, you know what? Now I kind of want to see what Baby Matcha Tea and Minty Dupree are gonna do. We'll do both. We'll do both. Definitely not the big one, I'll say that much. I kind of like this like head and body combo, like the proportion. Ooh, look at that blue. Right, right. Okay, let's do this one. And then we'll do this one. They're not blue. It's more like a aqua blue, aqua green. Their head, all of these dogs are aqua blue, aqua green in the head and in the legs. Their bodies are pink. This one's kind of petite. I would like to keep the petiteness going, thank you. Oh, this one has different ears. It looks like Shrek. Excuse me, I sneezed. We're gonna pick this one with the different ears. Oh, it has 3 legs. Does it have 3 legs? It does have 3 legs. We're actually gonna keep those legs going. I really don't want another 3-legged dog right now. Call me a hater. Did we just lose the Shrek ears? I'm gonna scream and cry. And now all the dogs have 3 legs too. Oh my god, I'm sick. That's why I should have picked that one. Oh, this one has a pattern. Okay, this is the one we're going with, I think. I don't want to lose that pattern. I don't think any of these other ones have patterns. It's this one. What are we gonna name it? It's the child of Baby Matcha Tea and Minty Dupree. How? What if we named it like Swampy Dupree or something? Mint Tea is the name of its literal parent. I don't want to name it Mint Tea. And Minty is still alive. Not onion tea, sure. Actually, I think I'm gonna name it Onion. Both of these dogs are from the tea lineage, actually. Unfortunately, this is going to be another, circle in the family tree, and this one's name is going to be Onion Tea Dupree. Yeah, actually, and Comet, you were the one who named Minty, by the way. Okay, now let's combine these other two and add Sapphire Dior into the mix. So it's going to be Sapphire Dior and Holly T. Dupree. This is not your first one, and you were the one who said mint tea. I remember. And maybe it was somebody else, but I feel like you were here. Regardless, I do remember that. Ooh. This one is going to be the continuation of the House of Dior. I needed a new name to add into the family. I do not want the pink one. I want this one. This is a unique color. You know what I actually want? I want like this blue color on this yellow body. So let's do that. Not DiGiorno. Let's see if it comes out blue or yellow first, and then we'll decide, because that's... No! I am not naming any of these dogs with the name Pooh. None of them. Ever, never. So it looks like we lost out on the blue, but we do get a tail. Oh, look at this color. I hate everything about this dog except for its body color. But I'm not giving up. Not the unexpected turnaround. This is really interesting. Sapphire Dior and Holly T. Dupree's first of possibly 3. What should we name it? Ched Dior. We could just name it Cheddar Dior. I mean... All right, let's do one more. Oh, I'm so sorry if that was loud. I don't know. I dropped my mic. Let's do one more with Sapphire Dior and Holly T. Dupree. And it's also going to be a Dior because I'm tired of all the Duprees. We can keep the Dupree name going. I'm just tired of everybody being named Holly P, Holly T, Holly, you know, name T Dupree, name P Dupree, name T, name D, name, you know, like it's just getting a lot. It's beginning to be a lot. So for the third incubator, we're gonna put Cheddar Dior in. Let's do another one for that pairing before we move on to the dog. The caring of the dogs again. That's Sapphire Dior, and that's Holly T. Dupree. Definitely this one. I love this one. I think we're getting a little bit of a lag because everybody has a tail. But I definitely love this one because it has like a little cross eye on it. You just barely see it. Like, yeah, if you see it, if you look at it, this one has like a little eye on it. I love that eye. Now let's do that with like... this one. Let's see what happens. The eye is a bit recessive though. Oh, this one's pretty. Look at the tail. Let's do that one. Let's name this one something cute. Sometimes these names get so crazy, like Onion Dupree kind of kills me. Okay, I'm going to select this dog because I don't want to lose the eye. Definitely not Heather. Definitely not Heather. Luna Dior? I don't like that, CMB. I don't like that. Odor Dior, Heather Dior, Luna Dior, Rita Diora. Oh my god, what's going on? What the hell does that say? Chimpa Chunita Dior? What does that even mean? Cleopatra Dior. We're back on the right track. How about like Lapis Dior or what's another one? Like another like blue crystal. Octopus Dior, she got 8 legs. She only has 6 legs. Cleopatra, what's another one? Lapis, Aquamarine, Hexapus Dior. Right. What if we didn't? What if we didn't? Like, what if we chose something else? Not Dior Panty. I'm gonna name it Diana Dior. Thank you. Should we do another one between Sapphire Dior and Holly T. Dupree or no? We have space for one more egg for today. Or should we wait and see if anybody else is going to become an adult? Do one with the pattern dog. Well, the pattern dog is in the incubator. Are you talking about Proto? I don't really want to see Proto's genetics running through this family tree. I'm going to be honest with you. And the other playthroughs that I've had where I've included Proto's genetics are really strong and all you see is Proto. In the pattern, in the body shape, in the leg shape, I'm sick of Proto. I actually, you know what? Just so that we don't talk about Proto again, I can release this thing. Because fuck Proto, low key. Because all you see is Proto. I don't want to see Proto. This little small ass tail. If I want him back, I can go get him. Release me. Release my body. She needs a little sleep. Something fun about these prickly pears, by the way, is that you can actually pick the fruit off of them and you can feed that to the dog. I don't know if it makes them pink or not, but I figured it did. Like the fruit pops off, you drop it on the ground, and then they eat it. This tail is actually genuinely gigantic. I did not realize Raspberry Parfait had such a giant tail. I did not realize that Raspberry Parfait had such a giant tail. Right now, Funky Cristal is in one and Juicy Parfait is in the other. Juicy Parfait just got bigger. And Funky Cristal. Let's see what happens. Oh, Funky Cristal is the one with the crazy tail. I forgot about this. Electricity is still a young adult, so Electricity cannot breed if that's the teal one that you're referring to. Electricity also needs to eat something and sleep. Come eat this. You're tripping. I don't think Crystal Light Tea has ever left our area of the room. So we're gonna bring her over here and help her get a burrito. Girl, just eat one. The way that baby matcha tea has been over here struggling this entire time. Like, snap out of it, matcha. Snap out of it. I feel like matcha tea is kind of like the moment right now. Matcha and mint tea. Funky is gonna make some beautiful babies to you. I really don't like Funky's snout, but I don't mind Funky's tail. Just to make sure all the babies, okay, adult in adult room, young adult in the baby room, young adult in the baby room, juvenile in the baby room, adult in... You're still in here? Holly T. Dupree has grown and has created 2 puppies and is still up in here. I thought I kicked you out, girl. Why are you in here? Nope. Minty old, baby matcha tea old. They've been out here for a long time. Juicy parfaits, juvenile in the baby room. Funky crystals, juvenile in the baby room, and baby jasmine tea is a juvenile in the baby room. Baby jasmine tea needs to go to sleep, girl. Girl, eat this poop. I'm going for a walk with my diva boots. Okay, bye. You're a big fan of the upturned noses. I'm sick. Oh, our Parfait Prada is going to become an adult. Holly T. Dupree. What? Why is Holly T. Dupree dying? Well, Holly T. Dupree is the child of Chai T. Dupree and baby Prada. Holly T. is going to be survived by two offspring, Cheddar Dior and Diana Dior, both in the incubator at this very moment. Mint T. Dupree, this one literally right here, also about to die. Minty Dupree, who's cousins with Holly T. I'm just surprised, honestly. Is the child of Tina Snow and Jodie P. Dupree and is being survived by their child Onion T. Dupree. Oh my fucking god, that's it? Oh, and Funky Cristal is also the child of... Okay. Yeah. We're about to get another adult. We're about to get two adults. We're going to have Electricity, and we're going to have our Parfait Prada, Raspberry Parfait. Who Electricity is the child of Elvira and Vanity. Our Parfait Prada is Vixen and Velvet, so they are first cousins.
Hi.
Hi, Pickled. Let's do Crystal Light Tea. Oh, that's a completely different color. Now let's do Electricity. Electricity has kept a consistent color scheme almost this entire time. Okay, so who we have in the incubators right now, this one I think comes first. It's Pitaya Cristal. And then we after Pitaya, we have Onion T. Dupree. And then after that, we have Cheddar Dior and Diana Dior. So we're just going to go in order. This is Pitaya. Named by PJ. PJ says Pitaya is dragon fruit. And then this one, with the beautiful pattern and the funky ears, is going to be Onion T. Dupree. Sapphire Dior is still very young and very fresh. Sapphire Dior was the partner of specifically Holly T. Dupree, who has now passed on. And I would like to see what would happen with Sapphire Dior and with this one, Our Parfait Prada, who's on a similar branch of the family tree, but not in the same area. These gigantic tails. Oh my god. Not Onion T. Dupree is my cousin's name. Help. How are you doing, Pickled? Actually, we should do this one because that's the body type I want. I just want it to be very small. Oh, look at the blue! I'm obsessed with the blue. Okay, we're gonna do this one, and then we're gonna do the blue one. Yeah, I am fantastic now that my hangover has faded and I'm off work. How are you, sister? I'm doing okay. Playing Wobbledogs. Talking about the gigantic family tree that we're creating here. Right. A dynasty even. Yes, the dynasty of tea. Pika! Oh, I like that tail. That's a different tail shape. The white is pretty, but I don't want that. This is a different tail shape completely. But we have created a smaller dog. Oh, look at that. It has cross ears. I didn't even look. It has like ear antlers, like they're crosses. And I'm rewatching Zatch Bell because the boob song from the anime was in my head. Okay. The little cross ears. I'm obsessed. We gotta keep that going. I kind of want just this dog. Shit. Okay, nobody tell CMB if he comes back. We're gonna name this one Pope. We're gonna name it Pope Prada because it has cross-shaped ears. I gotta admit, I'm unfamiliar with the boob song. Me too. And Pope Prada is in Incubator 5. Now we have 10 dogs. Most of them are puppies. So we have Onion Tea Dupree, Pataya Cristal, Electricity. Let's just give them a close. Let me just go to the menu. Right now we have Onion Tea Dupree, a puppy. Pataya Cristal, a puppy, 0 minutes old. Electricity, 36 minutes old, an adult. Crystal Light Tea, a teen, 16 minutes old. R Parfait Prada, an adult. Baby Jasmine Tea, a juvenile. Funky Cristal, a juvenile. Baby Matcha Tea, an adult. An old adult. Actually, Baby Matcha Tea is probably the next one that's gonna die. And then we have Sapphire Dior. Sapphire Dior is unrelated to any dog that's on the family tree. That's why Sapphire Dior has multiple partners. And we have 2 extra spaces on this thing. Let's do another egg. I know I'm kind of going willy-nilly, but once they become adults, it's kind of like you really want to like go crazy, go stupid. So Sapphire Dior has 3 puppies, and I really don't want to see more from Sapphire Dior. So we're gonna do Raspberry Parfait Prada and Electricity. Is there an objective to this game, or is it mostly simulator roleplay? It's considered a sandbox game. Meaning you get to do what you want and you get to create the results you want out of the game. That's why I've added this like element of it being like a family tree and like, you know, dynamics and like that kind of thing. Because you get to do what you want. Excuse me, I sneezed. Did you ever get a new computer? I did not get a new computer. I did get a new screen. Thank you. I just never showed it off, but I did get a new screen. Thank you, V. I mute myself when I sneeze so y'all don't hear it. But like, then I like also stop doing something for like 3 seconds. Yeah, I guess I never really updated. Like I said something, but I never showed like a picture or anything. Yeah, he definitely did sound like Jimmy Neutron. Oh, okay. Oh. Um... Your cat Cigarette says hello. Hello to Cigarette too. Why don't we name this one Lychee? We're gonna name it Lychee Prada Tea. Baby matcha tea has lived a long, full life, and now it's time for them to pass on. Baby matcha tea is the child of Chai Tea Dupree and Baby Prada. Of the tea family, Baby matcha tea is survived by Holly Tea Dupree, as well as, but not limited to, Baby Jasmine Tea, Pitaya Cristal, and now Diana Dior and Cheddar Dior as their grandchildren. There you go. R.I.P. I need to go to these rooms and collect all these, like, cores. There's a core right here. There's a capsule right here. Metal sheeting floor. Let's see what's in here. Nothing's in there. There's an egg. Oh, there's another core. There's two cores right here. That's Elvira, and that's Velvet. There's a core right here. So let's go to the baby room. Y'all can mutate, do what you want to do. Y'all are both juveniles. And let's bring out the next one. So in this the 1 in 3 is Cheddar Dior. According to Fortnite's Darth Vader AI, his favorite Pokemon is Zubat. I didn't even know there was AI on Fortnite. Funky Cristal is now a teen. Lost all that purple coloration. That uses AI to talk to people. Oh. Juicy Parfait just got bigger. People on Twitter are using it to make Vader say slurs, but I've been using him to ask silly questions. Oh, okay. Sounds kind of ridiculous, but okay. Not her falling into the void. That was crazy. Did y'all see that? Cheddar, you are so small. Petite. He also says and his favorite anime was Gurren Lagann. Okay. I love the trees in this room. They really make it feel like it's like, you know, different. Let's see if I have any different wallpapers though. I would love a wallpaper that had like a skyline to it, and none of the ones that I do have one just yet, so yeah. And the next episode I'm probably gonna add like a wintry room if I can. You also struggle to say my name. Your first name. Okay, I'm gonna do one more egg between our parfait and electricity, and then we're gonna get out of here. So think of names. The other one that they have, they have together is named Lychee. I don't know if I ever put it into a incubator, actually. And Lychee is blue. Kiwi is cute. Oh, look at that red. The crazy thing about this red and this green combination is actually that Raspberry Parfait Prada is the child of Velvet Parfait, who is the child of Velvet Cristal. Velvet Cristal was a pale blue with green features and a red body. And it is still in the gene pool for the red body and the green features this far down the line. Because this is not like, this is his grandchild, and we're now making the great grandchild. The nub tail. The way you said do the one with the nub tail, and then I didn't do the one with the nub tail, and we still got a nub tail. Right. Actually, it kind of makes sense to name it after fruit, considering that its parent is named after a fruit in its first name. I like the nub tail and I like the flowy long tail. I don't think we have either yet. Fruit snacks. Oh, this red is so pretty. Kind of obsessed with it. I'm just kind of throwing everything together and seeing what sticks. Meaning like the ones with the long tail, I'm just throwing it against the nub tail and seeing if it like creates something else. Oh, look at the eye. I don't really like this eye because it makes me think that the dog is mad even though it's not. But we'll take that one and then we'll do this one. It is giving strawberry. Or maybe like a nice little cherry. The funny thing is, actually, I think this looks more like a lychee than the other one does, even though, because the other one is blue. And aren't lychees like red? Like the rind of a lychee or whatever is red. Ooh, okay, we'll do that one and we'll do that one. Oh! Our first double-headed dog. Look at that. We lost the double head. I said I was gonna go to the end. At least we got the nub tail, I guess. Right now, we should have 2 dogs in the incubators, and we should have 2 dogs that are ready for the incubators. And so, and 4 and 5 is Diana Dior and Pope Prada, and then there should not be anything else. And then the other 2 is where we could put the siblings. Let's call this one Lychee. So Lychee is going to go in number 1. And then we'll put the other one in number 2. And this one, we'll call it something else. We'll call this one Kiwi. How about that?
She get money. Her body tea. She's super thick. She's super pretty.
And this one is going to be named Kiwi Prada Tea, and it's in incubator 2. I wish we kept the second head. I'm sorry, y'all. That sucks. I'm going to leave it here, though. We're going to come back, and when we come back, we're going to hatch all of these dogs. But for right now, we're going to leave that where it is. I'm going to save the game. We're going to go to the just chatting screen. I'm going to close the game. Should we raid someone? How many people are in here right now? We have 9 people. Let's see if there's anybody to raid. We'll skip the raid for now. But I will play you out with the song. Thank you for coming to my stream. I hope you all had a good time. I'm going to update this long family tree, and then we're going to come back and probably talk about it. But until then, bye.